How is he, Doctor?
Oh, your brother's doing fine, Mrs. Cassidy. Just fine. I will say he took some time to come around, but I truly think your brother has made a remarkable recovery.
I took to the emergency room bad enough. But a psychological evaluation never even occurred to me.
Yes, you'd be surprised how often the mind is injured, most of all in an accident such as your brother's. After an accident like this, he should consider himself very lucky.
But he's okay now. So the way he was before.
Well, you'll have to be the judge of that one. But I can say that he's a lot calmer than he was before, and a lot less aggressive with others than he was. So looking forward to going home. He's been on his best behaviour for 3 months now.
I'm excited too. I'm all eyes, you know. We'd be for a lot, me and him, and I don't know what it'd be like if one of us left alone in the world.
He's very lucky to have a brother like you, Mr. Castaigne. Well, we go take a look at him. Well, Hildred, you looking forward to going home?
Oh, Louis, it's so amazing to see you.
How you doing, Ellie? Looking great for a lunatic.
I'm a little delicate, but I'll be fine. I just want to go home.
Don't worry, we'll be out of here soon enough. Is there anything else I need to know before he's discharged?
No, not at all, not at all. But I want you to have my personal number in case you need to call me about him. Sometimes patients will have a relapse once they get home, but given Hildred's behaviour, I don't think that's going to be a problem, do we?
Thank you, Dr. Archer. Come on, Ellie, you must be starving. Make us a dinner when they get in. Well, I hope you enjoy your stay at Casa de Lu. Sorry I have to sleep with that tea up, that's alright. You fancy a cuppa? Some toast?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm not really that hungry, to be honest.
There must be something, Hilly.
Don't call me that. My name is Hildred.
I've always called you Hilly. Hildred sounds medieval.
Not medieval, Anglo-Saxon. Did you know it comes from the Saxon words for battle and council? In another life, I could have fought the Normans in 1066.
I don't think it quite works like that, mate. I think our dad was just a big Bernard Cornwall fan.
God, don't know why I had to stay there so long to begin with.
It's your own good, Hildred. You weren't yourself. After an accident like that, I'm surprised you weren't acting normal. It's a trauma more than anything.
Oh, look at me now. You never know, I was the sole survivor in a 3-car pileup.
How about we don't dwell on that, alright? Look, today is supposed to be a celebration. My little brother is finally out and he's ready to begin a fresh start. But why don't you just relax and we'll make some dinner this evening? Roast chicken sandwich?
Anything after the slop they served in that hospital will be a delicacy.
Oh, and Connor's coming round tomorrow. I hope that's alright. He's dying to meet you. Who? Do you remember? My boyfriend?
Since when have you had a boyfriend?
Since last year. I mean, we've been dating ever since you were in hospital, but now we're a bit more serious. I told you before.
Oh, well, good for you, I suppose.
Honestly, he's lovely. I think you'll like him. Well, I'll leave you to relax. You sure you're okay, right?
Honestly, Louis, I'm fine. Can't wait to catch up with what's been going on with you the past year. I'm sure I'll be excited by all your wild adventures.
If but the vine and love have during bound, or in the prophet's paradise descend, alack, I doubt the prophet's paradise will empty as the whole of one's hand.
Is everything alright, mate?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Hello?
Well, I must say, Doctor, you left the door unorthodox, but credit where it's due. I'm beginning to feel bad about bad mouthing you to my brother.
I haven't really, as I thought I recognised you. You've only been gone a couple of hours. You wanted to check back in on me?
Quite the opposite, actually. I haven't felt this clear-headed since before the accident. I don't think I felt this good ever before in my life.
Well, I am happy to hear that. I know your mother is willing to succumb to our treatments, but perhaps what you need is a little post-release clarity. Even so, I wasn't expecting to hear back from you quite this soon.
Well, it's this book, Doctor. Turns out all you needed to do was hand me this when I checked in and send me on my merry way.
Whoa.
The play, Doctor. The King in Yellow.
How do you know about the King in Yellow?
It was in my belongings. I'd never seen it before. It must have got mixed in by some other patient, but then I started reading it. I feel like I've been asleep for years and I'm finally waking up.
Children, I don't know how that book found its way into your possession, but had I known that we had a copy in the hospital, I would never have intended for you to find it.
Really? Well, I hate to be frank, but as far as I can tell, this book has been far more intellectually stimulating than any one-to-one sessions you've subjected me to.
Children, I need you to understand that this play has been banned in most countries. Theatres have been shut down for trying to put it on. Actors and directors have been arrested. Now, you're not the first patient of mine who's come across that book, but I can tell you that all of them have changed for the worse after reading or even seeing that. I'm urging you to throw it away and forget about it. Nothing good will come.
I can't imagine seeing this play being staged. The black stars hanging over Carcosa. Twin suns sinking into the lake of Bali. The genius of this play is that it can't be defined by hokey costumes or cardboard sets. Then again, why would the writer put this down in dramatic confines if not for some greater purpose? Archer, I feel like I'm looking into another world.
No, I need you to throw it away.
Really? Well, as far as I can tell, there's no murder, swear word, or sexting in the entire thing. In fact, there's no oppressive or prejudiced ideology of any kind that it conveys. What exactly is so heinous about it?
Okay, well, I concede I've never actually read it myself or even seen the thing, but I have enough experience with it secondhand to know that it is dangerous.
I'm going to focus on the first half of that sentence, Doctor. Thank you for your time.
No, Hilda. I do know what I'm talking about. I do. I understand why you're curious about it, and I must concede that it surely has to be a supreme piece of work. Anything that has bewitched as many minds as it has couldn't possibly be mediocre. But the few passages I've heard and the patients of mine who read it weren't able to bear the strain of the venom and poison within the words. Please, for Christ's sake, the author is supposed to put a gun in his mouth and show himself as soon as he finished writing.
Who was the author?
Imagine there's no clear answer about that one. Everyone I ask has a different response. None of them are very stern. All we know is that one day someone ended their own life, and this play.
No, it was a suicide note. I refuse to believe any work of art can be responsible for so much evil. Wasn't John Lennon murdered because Mark David Chapman read The Catcher in the Rye? What's the difference between J.D. Salinger and the poor sod who wrote this?
The difference is that J.D. Salinger didn't blow his own brains out. Hildred, please, I am a psychiatric professional, and I am asking you, I am imploring you to just throw it away.
You know, the entire time I was locked up in that institution, I questioned why I was there to begin with. I was fine. I wasn't hurting anyone, or speaking in tongues, or shitting myself and smearing it on the walls. I've been in a sound mind my entire life, and then one accident sends you and my brother into overdrive, and suddenly I'm insane. I'm sorry, there's one book I didn't even know I had has given me more spiritual enlightenment than all the pills or talks that you gave to me. Goodbye, Doctor.
Hildred, there is no need to be defensive. I'm trying to help you.
Right. You ready to go?
What?
I said, are you ready to go? Pub quiz, red line, 30 minutes, come on.
Oh, yeah, of course.
How many times are you going to read this book? Can't be that good.
It's a play, not a book.
Well, nevertheless, it must be boring by now. I'll just finish Judy if you want to give that a go.
Don't worry about my reading habits, Louis. I'm perfectly content with my book. Besides, I think you'll find I get more out of it each time I finish reading it.
I know, you've not stopped talking about it for a month now. I'll for the love of a please don't bore Con to death about it, alright?
I don't think this will be his cup of tea. You do know I don't mind him staying here, right? Don't have to go and, spoil your charisma.
All that thereof. Look, Connor was the one who wants to see you. Besides, it'd be good for you to get out of the flat.
Well, between us having paranoid scouts speaking English and breathing oxygen, I'm sure we'll have a lot in common.
Oh, come on. You're right, darling.
Oh, hello. You brought the guests to see?
This is Hildred.
Hildred, it's so good to see you. How are you holding up?
Fine. Happy to be third wheeling date night.
Don't be silly. If it were date night, I'd want Louis to wine and dine me a bit more than a plate of cheese and chips in this place. Besides, we're shit at the quiz and we need the help.
Sports and current affairs are my strength, and Connor has music and movies locked down, which means everything else is a crapshoot. If we're going to win that 50-quid bar tab by then tonight, you're going to have your A game on, Hilly.
I'll intentionally fuck this whole thing up if you call me that.
That's the spirit. I'll get us around then. What can I come through then?
You knows me so well.
What would you like, Squire? A goblet of mead or a flagon of ale?
I don't get it.
What would an Anglo-Saxon king drink when he dreads to fight Willem the Conqueror? That's what it said he was in the past. All hail Hildred, the battle counsellor!
Is Louis always this much of an annoying twat?
You've got it.
Well, it'll be fine, thanks.
So, Hildred just mentioned you thought you were a Saxon or something?
He's just making fun of me because of my name. Louis calls me Hilly, but I prefer Hildred. Sounds cooler, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely sounds regal. But then again, so does Louis, I suppose. And he mentioned you're from quite a well-to-do family, so maybe there's something to it.
Well, they certainly left enough money to lock up their son in a privately owned asylum.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, Hildred. That must have been hard for you.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, don't want to bring the mood down. So what do you get up to when you're not courting my brother?
Well, I work in a charity shop at the moment, and I'm volunteering at the church down the road, doing a bit to help the community.
How very noble.
Yeah, well, I know it's not saving the rainforest or anything, but it's just how I was raised, Me and my family, we never had a lot of money growing up, and so I just think helping people in the same boat, it makes me feel closer to them.
Did you know Louis used to be a massive Richard Dawkins fan when he was a teenager?
Yeah, that did come up, and yeah, it's fine. Honestly, I've moved away from the whole religion side of things. I just need a social life. And the guys at the church are really sound, so you don't need to worry about me knocking on your door asking if you've heard about Lord and Saviour anytime soon.
That's very much appreciated.
Did someone say Lord and Saviour? He has arrived.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, come on, mate, cheer up.
Leave it be, Louis. You're probably just nervous, right, Hildred? This must be the first pub you've been to in a while.
Sort of. No offence to you, I just wasn't in the pub in prison mood tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry, Hildred. You don't have to stay.
Yes, he does. Look, you've been cooped up in that flat for nothing really that stupid bloody play of yours. You need to get out of there, let you whistle.
Play.
It's nothing. I'm not supposed to talk about it.
Honestly, you won't stop talking about it. I must have read it like 100 times by now.
Well, it must be pretty good, right, Hildred? What's it called?
The King Yellow. Sorry, mate, you asked.
Yeah. So, is this what all the Saxon king stuff is coming from?
Well, no, not at first at least. I mean, Louis and I talked about that sort of stuff before I read the book, but now that you mention it, it does make sense why this play would speak to me so much.
Oh, Jesus, what?
Ignore it. What's the play about?
Well, I can't really explain it like that. It's made me laugh, weep, fill me with a sense of dread, even when I'm not reading it. It's truly unlike anything else I've ever read.
But you said it's a play, right? Have you seen it before?
I don't understand how you would put this on stage.
Bloody hell, is this quiz going to start yet, or what?
It's about, imagine an alternate reality, a completely different world, and making it something tangible that you can see or step into from the stalls of the theatre. It's not about building a set or putting on a costume. There's something in the play that just can't be put into words.
You'll have to lend me a copy.
No, he won't. What? I know my boyfriend become completely obsessive as well. He's struggling with them all as it is. He doesn't need your help.
Thought you wanted Connor and me to get to know each other.
Yeah, Louis.
Before you know it, you'll have been watching that incel YouTuber.
He's not an incel.
Well, I won't be surprised if he hasn't lost his virginity yet.
Incel. What are you on about, guys?
He's just this YouTuber I watch. He talks about the play a lot, does a lot of analysis.
Oh, like video essays.
Not quite.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And if you're watching me for the first time, my name's Ryan, earth name, animation. This is the only place in the internet to get your fix on all things King in Yellow. Now, we're talking about the cliffhanger at the end of that run last week, and I'm so encouraged to see how excited you guys were about it. You know how much shit I've been getting from the higher ups from the side? We are the fucking channels. They're doing everything to take me down. So I'll be telling them good word about this piece of art. But no matter how hard they try, I'm still here, baby! And that's thanks to you and your likes. So keep them coming in. Don't forget to keep those clicks coming as well. And like, subscribe, and ring that bell. Now, before I get into responding to your comments, I just wanted to say something. Now, I know you guys seem to talking together, but I do promise there is a point to all this. Like, I just feel like this could be getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, when was the last time we had a leader who we genuinely liked? When was the last time you turned around and you just taught yourself? There and then. We have a useless Tory government. We have Brexit. We have the rich getting richer, and we have the poor getting poorer. We have everyone doing everything and everyone else, and nobody is right. I mean, you guys have been with me through thick and thin, and we have read this play over and over and over again. And I know so many of you see yourselves there in the lost city of Carcosa, with the twin suns sinking over the lake of Halley, with the black stars in the night sky. The king himself staring through the pallid mask. I think it's time we brought Carcosa to the real world. I don't mean just staging the play. I mean really bring it to the people who need it the most. Thank you to who saved from very generous donation. £200. Jesus Christ! He's putting you guys to shame.
I think I can help. There's more where that came from. We should meet.
The clown turned his powdered face to the mirror. If to be fair is to be beautiful, who can compare with me in my white mask? I asked of death beside me. Who can compare with me? For I am paler still. You are very beautiful, sighed the clown, turning his powdered face from the mirror.
Hello?
Wild? It's Hilda Castaigne.
Mr. Castaigne, come in.
Great seeing this place in person. Do you actually live here?
Until very recently, yes. It's now purely a base of operations. Your Charter of Nations helped with me moving out.
Base of operations? Does a laptop and a microphone in the bedroom not do the trick anymore?
Well, if we're talking about YouTube, then sure.
I don't understand.
Well, with the amount of subscribers I have, it means I can do ads for HelloFresh in between conversations about the pallid mask. The channel is a vocation, but it doesn't put bread on the table.
I understand. My brother Louis says I should look into remote work. I can't stand office spaces.
Remote work? I suppose you could call it that.
What is it you do exactly when you're not inspiring Carcosan acolytes such as myself?
For lack of a better word, revolution, Mr. Castaigne.
Revolution?
Have you ever wondered why I call myself the repairer of reputations and not a more banal handle like at Carcosa for life or at Yellowboy 49?
Maybe because you're not an absolute cretin.
Well, there is that. I've been a dab hand at IT since I was a teenager, and I did extra coding work to get myself some money through uni. Eventually, I didn't find my work very invigorating, so I taught myself a new set of skills. One that, if I'm very careful, can come in very handy for a man in my line of work.
Are you saying if I downloaded a Tor browser and went on the dark web, I'd find www.wildrepairs.com?
Not quite. I wouldn't name it so obviously. And you don't need a website to do what I do.
Which is?
Well, some people call it blackmail or extortion. I call it being a modern day Robin Hood. Where the Sheriff of Nottingham, in my case, is greedy bankers and businessmen who need taking down a peg or two. Take this fellow, for example. Take a seat. Oswald Vance. His dad owns the Seaforth National Bank. Now, Ozzy has had a pretty cushy go of things in life. He is the main branch manager in London, and he earns a total of 80,000 per annum. Now, it may shock you, Hubert, but Mr. Vance didn't work his way to the top.
That does shock me.
Now, despite having a job he didn't earn in any way, he still feels he needs more money. And Ozzy here has been embezzling money from his branch to the total of £50,000. Now, the only bird catches the worm, as they say, and I simply said to him, if you didn't do as I say, I report my findings to the Metropolitan Police. You can understand why poor Ozzy was so upset when he found out on his tracks very well.
What do you get out of this?
A portion of embezzled funds into an anonymous bank account, which I can access. He's been paying my rent for the past 2 months. I don't let him out. And his reputation goes from being potentially damaged to repaired.
Less a repairer of reputations than a protector, surely.
You don't hold the tongue in the same way.
I admire your entrepreneurial spirit, Miles. I wouldn't say Robin Hood is the appropriate analog. Dick Turpin is surely the better fit.
But it's more than money I get out of it. He helps me spread the good word.
The King in Yellow.
Precisely. You see, it takes a lot of money to reprint copies of a banned book, and he's having me spread it across the nation. He's been very cooperative. Besides, once I'm done getting as much money as I can from him, it's on to bigger things.
Revolution.
Revolution!
First time I saw one of your videos, you talked about wanting to spread the ideas of this play to the world, but I never understood how you could. You and I both know why this play was banned, and it wasn't a matter of social mores. It's like making an alternate reality into something real. Is that your manifesto?
Not quite. It's a map to a brighter future. I call it the Carcosa Carta. I have read The King in Yellow backwards and forwards, over and over and over again, every which way in between. You can barely read my copy from all the notes and annotations in it. This document is the offspring of that devotion. I had a dream one night, Hildred. I was walking along a cobblestone path, and it wasn't night, but the sky was black, completely devoid of light. But nevertheless, I could see as clear as day. It was Carcosa, Hildred. I was in the lost city. And as I walked up the marble steps of the great hall, I realized I was the only one there. It was completely silent, and I could hear the Lake of Halley miles and miles away. It was as if I was next to the brook itself. I could hear its babbling get quieter and quieter as I got further into the hall. And then I saw him, the king himself. We didn't say a word to one another, but I reached out my hand and he reached out his, and he showed me a world united under one banner. A world where humanity is united in peace and tranquility. A world where the Carcosian gospel is preached in every household. Where a benevolent king sits upon a golden throne. He showed me this future is possible if we do as the king demands. In these pages are his doctrine.
What does it say?
It says of a leader who will take us and remove our useless governments across the world. He will make a revolution happen, the likes of which you have never, ever seen. In other words, Hildred, we must crown our yellow king.
And you are this man, I assume. You are the Messiah who will lead us to a brighter future.
Not quite. I am but a mere messenger. Read these pages, you'll see who is chosen.
When from Carcosa, the hiates Hasta and Amdram, united by the lakes of Pali. Lakes flowing from star to star. The scalloped tatters of the king in yellow must hide your till forever.
Well, with all due respect, I think this will go over most people's heads.
Keep reading.
A paragon of human excellence, descendant of Un and Thale, married to a child of God. The rest is just runes. I don't understand.
I didn't at first either. I saw them in my dream. They're analogues for numbers and letters. Other readers of the play reached out to me and they could decipher them to a degree on their own, but I put their findings together and I got this. HC 191257.
Say that again?
HC 191257. I confess I have no idea what they mean. I mean, the last few ones could be, numbers could be a birthday, perhaps.
It is.
Elaborate.
HC, initials, 19th of the 12th, 1957. These runes reveal an identity.
And whose is it?
Hildred Castaigne.
You?
No, my father, Hildred Castaigne Sr., that was his birthday.
I don't know, Hildred. HC could be anyone's initials, and you can't follow it on from that.
But how many HCs were born on that specific day? And why else would the Yellow King bring us together if not to show me my destiny?
Your destiny?
My father is dead. Who else to succeed him but me? Hildred Castaigne Jr.
You have a brother. Surely he'd be next in line to the throne.
My brother's reach hardly exceeds his grasp. He mocks me for my interest in this play, and mocks you for dedicating your life and time to spreading its meaning to the world. I know you think this is all mere grand coincidence, Wilde, but surely you must see it too. Why else would the Yellow King not show me this, if not to show me my bright future?
I must think on this.
It's also in my name, Hildred. It's a Saxon word for battle and council. Why else would my father give me that name, just like his father before him? And what is a revolution if not a battle against the status quo? What is an ambassador if not the counsel for the Yellow King on earth? I believe everything you have said here, Wilde. We can achieve great things. I expect I will dream of great things tonight.
Elaine, have you seen it? Oh, there's your biscuits. Are you looking for that everywhere? What are you doing?
It's not a tin, it's steel. It's safe for my crown.
What, you need that deformed tin-foil crown on your head?
You clearly don't know heavy duty silver when you see it.
Well, Your Majesty, it is clear that you've forgotten to pack your suitcase.
You don't have to baby me, Louis.
You say that, and yet here we are. Look, I love you, Hildred, but I just need you to just chill out, okay? I've been looking forward to this holiday for ages, and I want us all to have a good time.
You know you don't have to take me, you know.
Well, believe it or not, mate, I actually enjoy spending time with my brother. I just wish you felt the same way.
I'm sorry, Louis. You know I've been busy recently.
You know, having a remote job doesn't mean you have to confine yourself in the bedroom. I would have classed talk to that YouTuber as busy.
You're beginning to sound like Mum.
I feel like her ever since you got out of hospital. Look, I know you're trying to get back into normality, but I think you just need to get out a bit more. Or at least read a different book.
Why can't you be happy that I've found something I'm passionate about?
Oh, Hildred, people get passionate about Lord of the Rings and Marvel comics. Hell, people get passionate about Shakespeare and more highbrow. Your passion for this bloody play is on another kind of insanity level that I'm sure is harmless. But can you see why I'm worried about you? Now, it's a birthday present to me. I'm going to go away for the weekend, and I want you to go out there and see the real world and smell the roses. No one else, just me, you, and Connor.
So my birthday present to you is having you and Connor babysit me.
Oh crap. Look, I won't have to babysit you if you just chill out. I'll leave you to pack, leave tomorrow at 9 a.m. Hey, it's a whole different world out there for you to get yellow. You might even enjoy it.
How little you know.
It is true that you love, said Love. Then wait no longer. Give her these jewels which would dishonour her, and so dishonour you in loving one dishonoured. If it is true that you love, said Love, then wait no longer. I took the jewels and went in, but she trod upon, sobbed. Teach me to wait. I love you.
I love you.
Then wait. If it is true, said Love.
Holiday! Oh, I need this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. What are you up to, Hildred?
Just watching the ocean. Why do you go for a swim? You used to love swimming.
Water's cold.
It's never stopped you before. Hey, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever tell you that he was the top swimmer in our year at school?
Who cares about a 12-year-old now swimming a bunch of other 12-year-olds?
I do. You should be proud, Hildred.
Hell, he used to be all sorts. He even took horse riding up at one point. Believe it or not, PE was his favourite subject at school. I was the one writing the notes for science books. Because at some point along the line we swapped places.
I was a silly kid back then, Louis. People change.
It wasn't just when you were a kid though, mate. I remember a few years ago you were planning to run the London Marathon. And I remember you went to the gym every single day just to prepare. You even went beans if one would help you.
That was just a phase. I wasn't serious about it.
Sounded serious to me, mate. And the other reason you stopped because of...
Because of what? Is everything alright?
He's saying that ever since that accident, my days as an Olympian ended. Not that I ever was one to begin with. There was just so much time with all that other nonsense when there's a whole other world elsewhere.
He wasn't wasting your time. I was proud of you. And Mum and Dad were too. I think sometimes you just got to realise who you really are, mate.
Wasn't this meant to be your romantic getaway for the two of you? It's beginning to feel like an intervention.
Yeah, Hildred's right, Louis. Come on. We've only got a couple more days here, right? So let's have a nice relaxing holiday and just forget about our worries. We're on the Spanish coast, right? The sun's beaming down, we've got the breeze blowing on us. I say we get some drinks in. What do you say?
You know best, mate.
Always. So, Hildred, I'm thinking a cocktail pitcher. Long Island should do the trick.
What, this time?
Wrong attitude, Louis. Now, if you wouldn't mind, garçon, babes, me and Hildred are going to work on our hands.
You heard him?
Oui, monsieur, sir.
Thank you. I hope you know, Hildred, but we really did want you to come with us on the holiday. I know you think we're just inviting you out of politeness, but I really want to get to know you better.
That's very generous of you.
I mean it. Now, tell me how you're feeling, really.
Everything fine. Just working on my tan like you said.
Well, do you want to hear something cool? So I was doing my weekly shop before the holiday, and I saw one of those book donation shelves. You know, take one, leave the other.
I'm familiar with the concept.
Good, okay. You'll never guess what I found between Gone Girl and Captain Corelli's mandolin. Louis said it had been banned years ago. Well, there it was. The King in Yellow. A brand spanking new edition.
New edition? Lars been working fast.
What?
Oh, nothing. So, what did you think?
Well, I got halfway through it, right, and I'm not sure what to make of it yet. I mean, I know you know about to grunt at this point, but even you've got to admit all the stuff with Camilla and Casilda goes on for a bit too long. I'm going to stick with it, Mildred, but I don't know if it's for me.
That's a shame. I definitely stick with it. People find that the second half is where they really get drawn in. If you're not convinced by it then, you're a lost cause.
Okay. Well, I'll keep you posted.
Aren't you worried Louis gonna find you becoming an obsessive like me?
Mildred, he's just trying to look out for you. I know you think he's been overprotective, but after what you went through, you know, with the accident and being away as long as you were, I think he just wants to make sure you're alright.
He thinks that he has to be like mom and dad. He thinks that ever since that accident I regressed into being a child, but that he stayed the same age.
And why don't you just talk to him? I mean, I'm sure if you explain how you feel, you'll understand. Preferably after Spain, though, if that's alright with you. But honestly, just tell him how you feel. Just try and make sure that he knows, that you know, where he's coming from, if you know what I mean.
So, how did you and Connor meet?
Oh, well, I was volunteering in a charity shop as per, and he just came in one day, bought a pair of second-hand jeans, and we just started talking, you know? I mean, we went to the same school back in the day, and I used to see him around all the time, but we never really got to know each other then, you know? And I think after everything that happened with you, I think he was lonely, and I could relate to him at the time, and afterwards he started seeing me at the church all the time, and I know he was never particularly religious, but I think he just wanted an excuse to see me.
I hope you both wore chastity rings.
Yeah, alright, smart ass, right, that's... Anyway, where are those drinks? I'm hard.
I'm coming.
Thank you so much. Expertly.
So what you two have been gnashing on about? Oh wait, don't tell me. Something to do with the theatre, maybe colour yellow, maybe the royalty perhaps.
Actually, babes, I was just regaling Hildred on how we first met.
I think Richard Curtis was inspired by our story when he wrote Notting Hill. Obviously, and Julia Roberts.
You two are going to be all lovey-dovey, at least climbing with alcohol first.
Now you get into the swing of things.
Hello?
Mildred, I have great news.
It's just the hospital. They're just checking in.
We'll talk about that later, we've got drinking to do.
I can't really talk right now. I'm on holiday.
I just wanted to tell you the revolution happened much sooner than we originally thought. I thought there was never a bad time to hear that.
How so?
I've been milking Max Marriott for this work. You have no idea what one idiotic man can do to help fund the governmental coup. The books have been flinging across the nation. We've had people reaching out to say they believe in our cause.
My brother's boyfriend found a copy of it in the supermarket the other day. So word's spreading fast.
Another acolyte.
I don't think so. He wasn't taken with it. Besides, I don't think Louis would let him get too into it. He's been on me like a hawker since you and I met.
Perhaps he knows his role in the park as a carter. And in the Yellow King's prophecy.
I doubt it. He's too focused on other things. Besides, he's not really interested in the play.
Might be flying off the scent.
Leave me to worry about Louis whilst. I can't talk until next week when I get back from my holiday, but then we can start making some serious plans.
Don't be glib about this, Hildred. You just say your brother had a boyfriend. What of it? In the Code of Carter, it says the right man will be married to a child of God. Last I checked, you weren't courting anyone. From what I can tell, he is the same bloodline as you, and has as much right to the throne of being the same blood as you and your father. If the opportunity wasn't given to him, he would just take it.
The Carter also says that the heir to the throne will be a paragon of virtue. My brother Louis hardly fits that mold. Believe me, we have nothing to fear from him.
We can't have anything in the way of our plans. Please take this seriously.
Look, I can talk next week when I get back. Let's not worry, Wild, we should be celebrating.
Speak soon, Hildred.
How did it go, Hildred?
Yeah, I just told them I'm recovering and I'm on holiday with my family.
Yeah, you are. So turn off that phone and let's get pissed. Do you not want to go into the sea for a swim or anything like that as well?
Well, I think Hildred's put his Tom Taylor days behind him, and me, I can't be asked.
Well, suit yourself then. I'll see you in there, maybe.
Alright. Yeah, Hildred. What are you looking at my bag for?
What am I looking for?
Just keep looking.
Is this...
Mum's engagement ring.
Are you serious?
They'll ever be.
But when are you planning to propose?
I don't know. Thinking maybe this weekend, but I don't know. Maybe another time. Just when the moments be just right, you know.
Are you sure about this?
Why wouldn't I be? I love Connor, and I can't imagine spending the rest of my life with anybody else. I wanted to get married in the church where we used to work and where we used to hang out. It's quite romantic, don't you think?
Yeah, sure. I guess.
I see a bright future ahead of us. We'll be for a lot. All of us. But I think things are going to change for the better.
Oh, Louis, come on! Come for a swim! It's nice and warm, I promise!
What's the word, Haley?
Long journey. Days of peril, dreadful nights, Think how he wandered for her sake, how he wandered year after year, hostile lands, yearning for her. Start!
What?
Whoa. No.
Doctor!
I'm sorry if I'm catching you at a bad time, Hildred, but you haven't been answering my calls lately.
Just got back from my holiday. I'm working remotely now. You'll be happy to know I'm making an honest living.
As I'm sure you are. And still won't we keep in touch? But if you've only been gone from the institution for 2 months now, I have to make sure that we're readjusting properly.
Well, I'm perfectly fine. Thanks for calling. Can't wait for our next chat.
Hold on, Hildred, hold on. Are you okay? You sound a little agitated.
I'm fine. I'm just in the middle of something that requires my full attention.
This thing wouldn't have anything to do with King Yellow, would it? Oh, Hildred. Ever since you brought that book up, Sandy worried. Ever since our conversation, I keep seeing it everywhere. I keep seeing more and more people reading it. That frightens me. I'm not saying you have anything to do with that, but this increased obsession with the play it can't be a good thing. Hildred?
Yeah, sorry, Doctor. It's just, now that you mentioned it, that has been something bothering me recently.
Yes, please, go on.
Well, it's the play, Doctor. Like you said, I stopped reading it when we last spoke, but it just sort of keeps popping up everywhere. I saw somebody reading it on a bus, saw it at my local library.
I swear, I even saw a child breathing it when I walked past the local primary school. I keep trying to escape, but it just keeps following me.
I'm sure this must be frightening for you, but this is good. This is good news. It's good news that you have recognized this book as, well, something evil, something to be avoided. In recognizing that, you are doing a lot better than most people who have read it.
Could we meet up? I feel much safer talking face to face.
Yes, of course we can. What day would be good for you this week? How about tonight? Oh, hatred, no. I'm afraid I've gone home for the evening. I won't be able to see you until tomorrow, early.
Please, Doctor. This is serious. You said you're worried about the players yourself. Well, what if you came to my place?
Oh, no, Hilton, I don't think I can do that. That'd be crossing a line. No, perhaps we can meet in public. How's the cafe sound?
Doctor, I implore you. What if I went to yours?
No, Hilton, I think we should go to my office first for something.
Why? Why did you tell me one of your patients is in distress? I need you, Doctor.
Fine, yes, right, yes, fine, you're correct. I'm not doing my duty to you. Yes, of course we can meet at my house tonight.
Oh, thank you, Doctor. I promise I won't take too much of your time.
Very well, good. Alright, listen carefully. My house is 54 Charterhouse Lane. You got it?
Yes, I do. Thank you, Doctor. Wiles, I'm coming up to your place. It begins tonight.
Aft, say there is time. Cried the keeper as I entered, then smiled and shut the gates.
He comes too late.
Oswald Vance sends his regards.
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm innocent, I swear.
Don't talk shit.
I swear.
You think anyone knows how to use a computer? We've had people watching you for a couple of days now. You're a real mischief maker, ain't you?
I swear on my life, I'm innocent.
Really? What the fuck is all of this then?
If you know what Vance told me about this, I was thinking more War for Wall Street. They were clumsy and running a cult. You stay away. That's very, very important!
The King in Yellow.
This account tried in sinking Vance's money into a big real estate to save the bet, mate. Because what you think about is money. This is so much greater.
Is that so? Well, maybe when I get paid for beating you to a pulp and getting the money you stole off Mr. Vance back, I'll think more about what's capable of. Right now, I'm thinking maybe a trip to Amsterdam. Check out the red light district, yeah?
I swear. I don't have any idea what you're
Stop with the fucking lies. We know it was you. You don't tell me. What I want to know right now, I'm going to literally end your fucking life. Do you understand me?
Okay, I need to get to the computer. So when I'm like, now. Well, thanks to you wrecking the place, I can't get to work.
You've got a mobile phone, don't tell me you can't access it from here.
It's only from this laptop, it's a security precaution.
Better not. Been fucking around me, sunshine.
I just repair the service. You just come back later. I'll get it ready then.
I wasn't born yesterday, alright? If you don't get that thing working now, I'm going to turn this place from yellow to fucking red. Who the fuck are you? One of his fucking cultists! You made a big mistake, mate! dead?
I don't know.
Have you got a knife, Wild?
What?
A knife! What are you doing? Oh my God! There's no time to waste. The revolution begins now.
Hildred, you just killed a man!
He was going to kill you if I didn't.
Jesus Christ, Hildred, what are we doing?
Wild, this was all part of the plan. Change never comes easy. Are you still committed to the cause?
Of course I am. I just didn't think the world would come crashing down so quickly.
Wild, get a grip. We can achieve everything we've ever worked for. We have a whole world of followers out there. All new devotees to the cause.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I know exactly where to begin.
The yellow sign.
On the back of two of these is an address. One for Connor Hallberg, my brother's soon-to-be fiancé. The other for Dr. Archer, my former psychiatrist and prison warden. They will go the way of this man here.
And the third?
My brother.
You truly mean to kill him?
I will offer him a choice. He will succeed the throne to me and agree never to marry Connor. I do not wish to hurt him if it's not necessary.
Hildred, I don't know if I have the mettle to do what is necessary.
I am your leader, Wild. You have shown me that beyond a shadow of a doubt. You have shown me things far beyond this world. You can't turn your back on me and your followers now. Not when the true test of your piety is at hand.
You're correct. You're absolutely correct. In you, the Yellow King has chosen the finest humanity has to offer.
None of this could be achieved without you, Wild. What shall we do with him? Leave him be. I will phone Louis. You rally the troops.
Hello?
Hi, Louis. Are you busy right now?
Nothing much. Scrolling through Netflix, really.
Could we meet up? I need to talk to you.
Has everything been okay?
It's a little complicated, but yes, everything's fine. I just need to see you.
Okay, well, when you come back home, we'll talk about it there.
No, it has to be somewhere public. I'll explain why later.
Mildred, you make me nervous now.
Everything is fine. I just need to see you. Does the park stand okay?
Yeah, sure, I'll be there ASAP.
Thanks, Louis. You're the best.
You're the best too, mate. Turn up.
How are things online?
They're going ballistic. I can't believe it's actually happening.
Time to hold fire for now, until Louis, Connor, and Archer have been dealt with.
Take the Carter. If there's anything that can convince Louis, it's this.
I can feel volts of electricity in my blood. The fires of a new world dawning. The night is a night that will be spoken about on the lips of our grandchildren's grandchildren. We have wet clay in our hands and we can shape it as we will. Everything we have achieved up till now means nothing up to this point. We should savor every moment, Wild. Every moment.
Mildred, there you are.
Jesus, you
Look terrible, you okay?
don't worry about that. I've got something I need you to do for me.
Well, what is it?
I need you to read this.
Yeah, what is it?
It's the Carcosa Carta. I won't say any more until you've read it.
Right, yeah, sure, of course, yeah.
I know you think all this King in Yellow stuff is nonsense, but if you truly love me, you'll read it.
Right, I think I do get the idea. Well, what's that?
The yellow sign.
Ah, the other side. Yeah, the other side, yeah.
So do you understand the text you've just read?
Well, I think so, mate. What does this have to do with me?
You will succeed the throne of Carcosa to me. I will be crowned the King in Yellow. I will be his human manifestation on Earth.
Yes, of course, mate, it's all yours.
You give it so willingly.
I mean, I'm not cut out for politics. I mean, this is your baby. I can't take that away from you.
Do understand what this means, right? You do understand this means you can never marry Connor, or anyone else for that matter.
You what?
Do you not understand the text you just read? It quite clearly says that the heir to the throne will be married to a child of God. You cannot marry Connor. It will jeopardize all of my plans, jeopardize our entire species' future.
I think you need to calm down. Look, why don't we just walk back home and we'll talk about that, alright?
Don't try any of your doctor's tricks on me. I won't have you thinking I'm insane.
I don't think you're insane. Look, it's because it's late and I think we just need to get back home, okay? Come on, let's...
No, you must listen to me. You cannot marry Connor. I forbid it, do you hear? I forbid it. You will succeed the throne to me, and in reward, I will grant you exile. And if you refuse...
But to what? Kill... me?
You and Dr. Archer are the same. You listen to me, go on, and it all goes in one ear and out the other. You don't care about anything I've ever said. You think they're just the ramblings of some deluded oaf. Right now, my associate Wild.
Wild? You mean that fucking YouTuber?
Right now, my associate Wild will be on his way to Connor's place. He will have already dealt with Dr. Archer.
Don't you scare me now?
There's no reason to be scared. As long as you follow the Carter, that is.
You know, I've always made fun of the King in Yellow ever since you started talking about it. You know, ever since I first saw you reading that book, I thought it was some innocent obsession like, I don't know, binge watching a new TV show or something. That's why I trivialized it so much, mate. But now I've heard you tell me about it and made me read this. I think now I've realised how much of a bad brother I've been to you. I'm sorry for making you feel like an idiot all this time. Look, if you promise to put the knife away, go back to my place and I'll pack my things and I'll leave and you'll never see me again. I'll be gone forever.
And Connor?
Out of the picture. I wouldn't really fuss about him anyway. You know, I did propose to him, right? It's a stupid idea that just crossed my mind.
Well, I must say, Louis, I can't help but gloat. You should be the king, but then again, who are you? I was born the brother of a leader, yet I will be crowned king.
Like I said, this is your passion, not mine.
Wild! Pick up the damn phone! I have dealt with Louis. Leave Connor alone. Well, Louis, you have ceased to be a menace. Wild will take care of you tomorrow, and if you marry anyone in your exile, you will receive a visit much the same as Dr. Archer.
I understand. And I believe this belongs to you.
Louis!
Louis, it's me! They're someone outside the house. They keep knocking on the door and they're saying they're a friend of yours, but I don't trust him. I feel like I should help him. He looks like he's hurt, but look, I don't know what to do. Please just get here soon.
Louis Castaigne, this is Dr. Archer. I've just had an attempt on my life, and there is no doubt in my mind that your brother Hildred is involved. Just give me a call when you can.
Gentlemen, it's wild. Things haven't come to plan. We didn't come to the fight like I was having a fucking attack dog. We have to get away unhurt. I think you called the police. Meet me at Connors. We must finish what we have started.
Wild? Wild? It is done. It is done! Let the nations rise and look upon their king. Wild? Wild, where are you? Louis? Wild? Louis, is that you? Oh, even better. Louis! Why did you have to stand in my way? Why couldn't you just let me have what's mine? No! 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 You Mildred, what? He's here! He's here! What have you done? Mildred, have you come? I see it now! You have seen the throne and the empire for yourself! Woe to you! Woe to you who is crowned with the crown of the king in yellow! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Should unmask.
Indeed, it's time. We have only a side of us disguise for you.
I wear no mask.
No mask? No mask!
There.
Where the throng was thickest in the street, I stood with Piero. All eyes were turned on me. What are they laughing at? I asked, but he grinned, dusting chalk from my cloak.
I cannot see. It must be something droll. Perhaps an honest thief.
All eyes were turned on me.
He has robbed you of your purse.
My purse! Piero, help! It is a thief!
He has robbed you of your purse.
Then Truth stepped out, holding a mirror.
If he is an honest thief,
Cried Truth. Piero shall find him with this mirror. And he only grinned.
you see,
Truth is an honest thief. She brings you back your mirror. All eyes were turned on me. Arrest Truth!
Hey, babe. You looked lucky last night. I didn't want to wake you. How you feeling this morning?
I had that nightmare again.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jim. Want to talk about it?
It's nothing you've not already heard, Jack. You good?
Yeah, sorry for the rush. It would be a huge deal for me to get into this gallery, so the last thing I want to do is keep waiting. Don't forget, I saw on the calendar, you've got that appointment with Dr. Archer at 12.
Yeah, is it Thursday already?
Okay, that's long gone. Are you sure you don't want to talk about anything?
No, it's fine. Really. Good luck today.
Cheers. I love you. I'll have my phone on me if you need anything, alright?
Yeah, I love you too.
With your consent, Mr. Horbuck, I'd like to record today's session, if that's okay. It will be kept completely confidential, of course, but I think it will better allow us to better assess your progress since the incident last March.
Look, Archer, I don't think I need these sessions anymore. I've been thinking about it long enough already, but whatever helps you sleep.
It's important that we take steps to avoid a relapse.
Alright then. Shoot.
Okay. Begin then, shall we? Patient name, Connor Horbuck. Date of birth, 12th of October 1995. Session 6 since the incident involving Hildred Castaigne. 8 months on prescribed medication, 200 milligrams centrally. And how are you feeling today, Horbuck?
Just dandy, thank you. All ready for my monthly re-traumatization.
I know that it feels that way sometimes, Mr. Horbuck. But mind, it's a fragile thing. It's important that we keep an eye on any changes, however significant or however minor they may seem.
Doctor, I don't think I've got much to report.
That's okay, Mr. Horbuck. In many cases, that means progress. Now, in past sessions, you mentioned some kind of hallucination. Has any of this been persisting over the last few months? Ah, yes, you mentioned having trouble discerning dreams from reality.
They're realistic nightmares, and no, actually, they've all gone now.
Oh, well, that is fantastic news. I could even say that the medication is taking the right effect. As always, we need to make sure that you're not mixing it with excessive alcohol to allow the medication to really do its work. And how much have you been drinking recently, Mr. Horbuck?
Sorry, Doctor, what did you say?
I asked if you'd be able to tell me your alcohol intake this last month.
Nothing. Well, 1 or 2 glasses of whiskey for the last couple of weeks, but nothing substantial.
Okay, I won't force you, but you know my advice.
Look, Doctor, I'm better. I know it's not full sobriety like we agreed, but it's not excessive either. And really, thank you for everything that you've done for me, but I think that's everything we usually cover, right?
Hold on. No, not quite. We've not discussed Louis yet. How are things on that front?
Same as they always are. I'm still reminiscing about a wedding I never had and a honeymoon I never went with. I'm not angry with him, Doctor, for the way things turned out, and I'd have struggled as well if it was my brother, you know, but I miss him.
Have you told Jack about Louis?
Yeah, of course, and he's been really understanding, but he does so much for me.
So you feel guilty?
I don't know. I think Jack just wants to know where my head's at. I mean, I know deep down he knows that I'm thinking about Louis, or at least he thinks I am, and well, I am, so can't blame him.
Now, I know the circumstances of yours and Louis' breakup were unique, but it's perfectly natural that we have fond memories from past relationships, even when we found someone new. And these feelings you're having, they are only temporary. They're temporary until the bond between you and Jack has strengthened. And then, and only then, will you be able to truly work through this trauma of everything that's happened with Louis and Mildred.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now I actually have one more question that I'd like to ask you before we wrap up, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Colin, have you been doing anything lately?
Reading?
Yes, I'm sure you're aware of the surge in cases of patients with a similar pattern of mental shutdown to that of Mildred Castaigne. And this unfortunately means that the board has asked me to focus my attention exclusively on patients who have read that particular piece of literature. And now, if you have successfully managed to avoid it, then I'm afraid I will hand your case over to someone else. Now, the good news is that we will still be able to provide you with the same level of support, even with all the progress you've shown, but we will make it less mandatory.
So, what? You're like a clean and yellow specialist now, then, aren't you? What happened to keeping a close eye on me? On my mental state? Arch, I can't go through all of this again with another doctor. Nobody else understands
Mr. Hawker! Have you been reading?
No.
I can only help you if you let me.
I don't need help.
You will do every now and then. You will do.
I'm genuinely fine. Look at me. I've started a new job now. It's given me a sense of purpose, right? It's been really cathartic and it's done a ton of good for my mental welfare already. I'm fine, I promise.
Well, make sure you pay attention to those small wins.
Yeah.
Now, I want you to have my personal number in case you want to book a session outside of your usual schedule. And I'll be there.
Thank you.
Hey, babe.
Oh, Jack, you scared me.
Sorry, kid. Feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just been a lot recently. It's these dreams I'm having. They just keep going round and round and round in my head, and it stresses me out.
Well, that whiskey's not going to drink itself. Do you want me a toast?
You've not had one in over a year, Jack.
Or maybe I feel like I'm an exception. This league is starting to feel more wild initiatives. Basically, I got there nice and early, but third was late, so we didn't start the meeting. I just had a lot of rain. I don't know if I have it in me to look this time chance to be noticed that someone would do it.
So, you've finished your new piece with them then?
I've got the bare outline, so you've been working on it today. Honestly?
Yeah, sure. Oh wow. It's not like your usual stuff.
I know. It just popped into my head this morning and I couldn't get it out, so I just started painting.
Why a dragon?
I don't know, it's primal, unknowable, unreal. God, I sound like a pretentious art. It's probably just you playing Skyrim and sinking into my work.
Well, I don't know. That pretentious art's very talented. It's good chat. I mean, whatever it means, it gets a reaction, right?
Yeah, well, let's see what the gallery thinks when they get back to me. Expecting a rejection email by 5. I feel like they're looking for something a bit less. George R.R. Martin for the exhibition.
Oh, I don't know. It could be the start of a new series, like fantasy, but in the real world. I think there's something in that, yeah.
Something shit, maybe, yeah. Anyway, enough about my deals. How did today's session go?
Oh, hugely enlightening. They said I'm fully reformed. Archer, he just prescribed me extra dose of live, laugh and love and sent me on my merry way.
Yeah, you've not been out of this conversation actually. You know you can talk to me about stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I can though.
Good. I want to be there for you when you need me. And I believe you when you say things are fine, but I've seen people bottle up their shitty, horrible things and it has never worked out. I know it's in these sessions got trash and anyway, but I really do think they're good for you.
You don't have to sit through them, yeah.
No, but I do sit through the handovers. Late nights when you do scroll online and walks and be at 2 a.m. in the mornings. I'm not having to go, I need to know that I know she's not going to be there celebrating me. I'm worried.
This is how I've been since we met, Jack. When we met, it was after the most horrible, traumatizing experience of my entire life. You've never had a chance to see me at my best self yet.
Hey, I'll be the judge of that. I wouldn't just settle for any old charity shop working, you know. I've always thought you were amazing, Connor. And you were the way you've been since the day we met for the rest of our lives, and I would be perfectly happy.
You really do care about me, don't you?
Oh, now that's getting good. Come on, what's something nice you've got this week?
Well, I mean, I've got church tomorrow. That's always the highlight of the week.
Hey, but that's everything. What's something new and exciting?
I've started a new book.
Nice. What is it?
Well, you remember I told you about Louis, my ex-fiancé?
With the crazy brother?
Hildred, yeah. I mean, I didn't know him long, right, but I always sensed there was more to him. The way he changed so quickly after his accident, after he left the asylum and after he came home, I've been racking it over in my brain, thinking how it could happen, and there's something off about it, Jack. And in all the time I knew him, he wouldn't stop talking about his book. Maybe this is the key. When he came back, all Hildred would talk about is this book. And when he started reading it, it's when him and Louis started to fall out. They argued about it constantly. And the more I read it, the more I think there's something in it that I've got to confront. Maybe it has the answers.
The King Yellow.
It's a play. A really old one.
Like a Shakespeare or something?
Maybe older.
Or is it any good?
I don't know, it's all sort of gibberish to me at the moment, but the more I read it, the more I think there's some kind of great truth to it. It's about this ancient city and its lost prophetical king. I mean, like I said, it's going over my head, but I don't know.
If I'm honest, I don't really think it's going to help. If this book upset him enough to do what he did, then I personally wouldn't want to dwell on it too much. Where did you find it anyway?
It was just in the loft. I bought it after Hildred told me about it, and I don't know, it's just always been there.
Sometimes these things just aren't supposed to make sense. Some things are left unknown, no? That said, if you really do think this is going to help you understand and get back to yourself, and you have my full support, just remember to talk to me. Yeah? You know that I'm here.
Yeah.
Come on. We've both been sat in our asses all day. And now we're drinking. We might as well have a movie. How about have some music on?
No, please.
Do you remember when we first met and we slow danced at the church social? I'm sure I've got my song here somewhere.
Please don't do this to me. Please.
Let's do that.
I'm too hungover for this. I hate you.
Hate spelled L-O-V.
But really no, Jack. Thank you. I know all my shit must be a lot for you.
Don't worry about it, babe. Makes things interesting.
But really, Jack, I was telling Archer about everything that you've done for me, and it's true. You've been my anchor. Kept me grounded. Kept me sane, for fuck's sake. I don't ever want to take you for granted. Now then, what do you say we finish this bottle and then give the booze a rest for a bit?
Sure thing. You're not going to be too far from church in the morning?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe if we order a Chinese, that'll sort me out.
Sounds like a plan.
Cheers to that, babes.
I went into a field of flowers, whose petals are whiter than snow, and whose hearts are pure gold. Far afield a woman cried,
I have killed him! I loved!
And from a jar she poured blood upon the flowers, whose petals are whiter than snow and whose hearts are pure gold. Far afield I followed, and on the jar I read 1,000 names, while from within the fresh blood bubbled to the brim. I have killed him I loved! She cried.
The world first. Now let it drink.
Connor, you're early.
Hello, Reverend. It's great to see you again.
Another night of imbibing.
Will you absolve me of my sins?
This is a Protestant church. Although, it does seem like there's something on your mind.
Yeah, quite a few people have been asking me that lately.
Good reason to. What happened with you and the Gustave man was just awful. It means so much that you come back to us in the time of you.
I needed a home, Reverend. Volunteering here was the happiest I've ever been in my life. It's good to be back.
Inner peace is something that's hard to find, even to those of us who are most blessed enough. You shouldn't put any pressure on yourself to heal in any way, but if you're patient and willing to let the light in, that peace will come.
Yeah, I think you're right, Reverend. Thank you. I'm really excited for today's service.
We're just about to start. It's good to see you.
And you. And you.
Good morning, all! I hope to see you today in good spirits. The passage I'm about to read to you today is something I found whilst rummaging through just a library archives. Believe it or not, the work that you're about to hear from 1895. As I read them last night, I couldn't help but think they spoke to us today just as clearly as they must have done to those attending Sunday service over a century ago. I hope you enjoy. The sun arises. They gather themselves together and lay them down in their dens. Oh, thou who burnest in heart for those who burn in hell, whose fires thyself shall feed in turn, how long be crying, mercy on them, God? Why, who art thou to teach and he to learn? My children, one truth the human soul finds hardest of all to learn, that it has nothing to fear. It can never be made to see that nothing can really harm it. Nothing can really harm the soul, because
today how arrow grapple his tranquil life, how he wanted by sacred yes again. Yes,
Stop! I'm sorry, Reverend. I thought I heard something. Sorry, everyone.
Sometimes these things just not supposed to make sense.
Jack? Jack? Can you hear me? What are you doing here?
I can only help you if you let me. You'll do every now and then,
Archer, I lied to you. I read the play. I'm sorry, and I don't know what's happening. They're all looking at me. I don't know what to do. Please, go after me. Stop. You're not real, none of you. This isn't real. No.
my children, one truth the human soul finds hardest of all to learn, that it has nothing to fear. It can never be made to see that nothing can really harm it. Nothing can really harm the soul because, well, the soul is of purity. It belongs to the Lord, and our Lord Almighty will always protect it. The heart, with its obsession, may fall into darkness, but the soul is the very essence of what makes us connected to our Lord Almighty. And with that, my children, our souls belong to God. May He always shed light on the darkest places of our lives. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. The service is ended. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord.
It's okay, Mother. This isn't real. It's not real. It's fine. It's fine. No. 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 You're not real. Get away from me. No. Stop. Please.
It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.
He smiled.
Seek her throughout the world.
I said, why tell me of the world? The world is here, between these walls, in the streets, the glass above. Here, among the flagging and the dual jeweled arms, tarnished frames and canvases, black chairs and high-backed chairs, quaintly carved and stained in blue and gold.
For whom do you wait?
He said, and I answered, when she comes, I shall know her.
Are you sure you want to do this? Maybe we should wait a bit longer?
It's fine. Honestly, it's more unsettling inside being here. Feels like I should be bursting into tears. Is it bad? I'm not.
We said we're not going to do this again.
Do what then?
You're beating us off for.
Oh, I'm sorry, I just... And then, I imagine it's weird for you.
No, it's not. You feeling sad about what happened to Connor isn't your fault. I'm so proud of you. I hope you know that too.
There's a part of me that knows that. But I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's been a year today since... I don't know if there's something in the overcast weather and how it is the church, the way the air just feels, but there's something that reminds me of the day he disappeared. I almost feel like if he had just died, that would be better, because at least then there's a definite answer. Instead there's just this awful enigma.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. This was always just going to be a bit of a fun thing for me. But believe me when I say, despite my struggles, these last few months with you have been everything. And without you, I'd probably not be focusing on my work. And it was nice to have something productive to do outside of just boiling myself.
Actually, would it cheer you up to take your mind off things? I know you wouldn't want to waste this beautiful life.
It has to be said, that is such a nice dress, and it'd be a shame to waste the moment. Okay, that's the one. Arms a little more to the left. Now angle your face past the camera. I need to get some more contrasting lighting. You stay there, I'll go around to the inside. A little more to the left. Ja, dat is het dan. Ja, what's wrong? It's nothing. I think I got what I need. Let's get out of here, yeah?
Wait! Why your bag? You okay?
Yeah, sorry about that. I thought I saw something in the camera, but it must have just been the exposure on the viewfinder. You were right. It was too soon to be going back to the church. I don't know what I was doing.
Well, why don't we try again tomorrow? Do something a little bit more freeform. Walk around town for a bit, take some snaps, you know, something a little bit more spontaneous.
That'd be nice. I don't know how I'm getting any work done without you.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
I'm good. Just feeling a little bit unsettled.
Yeah?
Something really. How's your food?
Now see, it's okay. You can talk to me. I know I just go on about myself all the time, but well, I hope you don't feel like I'm drowning you out.
No, you don't. Honestly, it's just a silly little dream. Nothing to worry about.
Do you want to chat about it?
Nah. Don't worry about it. Honestly.
You see, tell me, I find dreams captivating in a way. It's like this window into a bizarre world where nothing makes sense, yet somehow we feel the most from.
Honestly, it's... You know how you're asleep but you don't know you really are until you wake up? It's stupid, honestly.
It's not stupid. It's fascinating to see what the mind can produce while it's supposed to be at rest.
Yeah.
I mean, if art is all emotion, and the head can just convey it all without words, without stroke of brush, without even intention. I mean, it's just so pure. Stop! Sorry. Obviously, you don't want to talk about it. We'll move on.
I don't remember how I got there. There was this church. Everyone was just dripped out in these ridiculous robes. And in my peripheral, I can see everyone wearing these masks. And there was this big black box right in the middle. I knew it was yours. Don't know how. But there was this one guy that wasn't wearing a mask. Gosh, I wish I knew who he was. His deathly cold skin was just glaring right through. But he wasn't looking at me. He was looking at you. All I wanted to do that night was just to hold your hand. To see if you were okay. I thought I lost you.
Do you worry about that? Losing me?
Actually, I feel really secure with you. I know you want me just as much as I want you. And I know you have Connor on your mind all the time, but I think it's okay.
Well, how about you stay the night? I mean, it's already gotten kind of late.
I think that'd be a good idea. Plus the cold will wake me up.
Well, I want you to stay.
Sure. You heading off soon?
In a bit. I feel like I've got this nudge to get a start on something.
Yeah? That painting that you did last night.
Sorry?
You caught the dragons.
Oh, no. Painted that about a year ago, actually. We need to throw it out.
Well, why? It's good.
Bad memories.
I see.
Besides, it wasn't that good anyway. The gallery weren't bothered about it.
Is that the authority of what's good and bad?
When they're paying to hang it on their walls, yes.
Okay. Well, I can take it off your hands if you like. Is that okay for me to ask?
Sweet Tessie, but I'd rather just get rid of it. Knowing you had it wouldn't make me feel any better.
Okay. Sure. Is that the tape for them?
Shit, my whole body got burned.
Well, try not to work yourself too much, even you need sleep sometimes.
Jack, Woody, how's it going?
Hey, Will, great to hear from you. How's New York?
Yeah, well, it's all the same, really. I make masterpiece to find out some rich kid from Brooklyn paints the same thing and manages to one up.
Such a shame. I always loved your work. You'll get that big break soon enough.
Well, I thought the same thing, but it doesn't pay the bills. So, anyway, I'm working more on the exhibition, advising side of things nowadays. Little project may turn off working with some promising names. Burke, Pastor Pickman White.
Wait, are you talking about the Carmichael experimental exhibition?
Yes, that's the one. So, you've heard of it?
With a lineup like that, how could I not? I mean, I followed it for a little over a decade. That image paints like nothing I've ever seen. It's so heinous, so absurd, it's somehow so thought-provoking.
Yeah, that Pickman's a weird guy. Anyway, I must confess, I didn't call to talk about up-and-comings. I've showed your portfolio to the guys because what the guys we've been working with is completely up and I just probably came down with a major case of imposter syndrome or couldn't handle the big apple.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, don't be sorry. See, I showed your portfolio to the guys and we've all agreed to give you a call, offer you up just what you're cooking up fit perfectly what these guys are all about. Jack? Hey, Jack? Jack?
Yeah.
I know a picture can paint 1,000 words, but fortunately this isn't a video call. You know, are you interested?
Yeah, hell yeah. Sorry, hell of a lot to take in. I was just such a surprise. I won't let you down.
Okay, well then, can you get something sent home by Friday evening?
Yeah.
Yeah, we just need to vet everything before we put it on display for the public, you know.
Sure. I'll see what I can conjure up.
Okay, well then, I'll leave you to your evening. Talk soon, Jack.
Right, I won't let you down. I'll get some consent.
Have you found the yellow sign?
Hello, how you doing? My head feels like it's about to split open. It looks like a heavy night last night. I trust you finished off the Merlot. Oh, I don't think so. I swear I only had one glass of dinner. Just kidding. How are you feeling? Yeah? Do you sleep okay? Yeah, I think so. Anyway. Sure. What is the other one? Oh, of course you're never going to believe this. He's doing a consultation on the Carmichael exhibit and they want me to be a part of it. That's fantastic! That's the wild one, isn't it? Well, anyways, we need to go into town and celebrate. What time are you setting off? Setting off. Yeah, we're gonna go to town for a bit, walk around, take some snaps. Yeah.
Okay, let me just get this place looking okay. I'll be en route.
Okay. You alright?
Yeah. Well, I guess you're not the only one that's had a weird dream now.
Yeah?
Last night, I could see myself painting, watching myself work like I was out of my body, but in someone else's, and whoever I was posing in. I picked up my paintbrush and I just
No. You were actually painting last night.
No,
you went to sleep.
I know. But I wasn't painting this.
What's that weird thing on the canvas then? You don't look like your usual work. Hello? Are you alright?
I'm gonna have to call you back.
Jack, what's wrong?
Hey, you alright? Yeah, just woke up on the wrong side of bed, I guess.
More like the wrong end of the chair. Oh. Well, I headed out. I didn't want this hangover to get in the way of anything, so I got you a black coffin to sort you out. Yeah. It's a shame that the weather's as bad as it is, though.
I don't know, it seems fitting in a weird way.
If you mean bleak by fitting, then sure.
Oh, but the contrast. I can tell you right now that this dress and this sky, these are going to make for the perfect photo.
Yeah? You like the dress?
I'm always telling you you've got a great fashion sense. It really pops. I'm just surprised, I guess. It's not usually a colour.
Yeah, I know, but it felt right for today.
Right, well, should we get started then? I think I've got the perfect place in mind. I feel like if we just look for something in the realm of aged brickwork, it's really going to enhance the textures and bring out your eyes.
Hey, I got you a present.
Tessie, you shouldn't be.
Yeah. You know how you love your H.P. Lovecraft and Edgar Allan Poe? All those weird stuff?
Yeah. You know me, but there's nothing wrong with the classics.
Yeah, I know. Well, I was down in the market area and I saw a store selling all kinds of bric-a-bracs and weird trinkets and stuff.
Sounds right up your street.
But I came across this book, and you know how you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover? I couldn't help but open it and have a quick sneak.
What kind of book?
Well, why didn't you open it and find out?
What kind of book, Tessie?
Come on, stop the suspense.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Alright. I know you've been ungrateful recently, but you know, there's no need to lash out.
Sorry, Tessie, but that needs to go. Return it.
This is the last time I'm getting you anything.
Why did you buy me that?
Reminded me of what you were painting last night?
I did not fucking paint that. It's that. This is the book, the one that Connor was reading. I know that it's been on my mind a lot lately, but is this some kind of fucked up joke? You dig up the script and will gift it to me. This isn't a gift, this is a fucking curse.
Okay, so you like it?
How could you think that I told you about this? This book is pure evil. I don't know what it is and I do not want to. You need to get rid of it. Throw it away. Cast it into the sea, burn it. I don't care what you do, but you better fucking do or I swear to God.
Charlotte, I didn't know.
You didn't know? Do you want me to end up like Hildred Castaigne? Or Connor? Oh my God. Connor. That's what this is about, isn't it? You couldn't stand the fact that for one day, you were not the centre of my attention.
Jack, please. Honestly, I didn't know.
Hey, listen. You didn't mean it. I know you didn't, Tessie. What's done is done. It's found us. We just need to destroy it before it can destroy us, okay? Tessie, I need you to listen to me now. Please. I don't care how you do it, but you need to return it. This thing will run to anything that it can to get to us. We need to destroy all trace of its existence. Okay? You're scaring me. Please, Tessie. Okay. Right. Well, where are you going now? I need to get rid of something. Jack!
The phantom of the past would go no further.
If it is true that you find me and a friend, let us turn back together. You will forget here, under the summer sky.
I held her close, pleading, caressing. I seized her, white with anger, but she resisted.
If it is true that you find me and a friend, let us turn back together.
The phantom of the past would go no further.
Before I got rid of you.
On the shore, the cloud waves break, the twin suns sink behind the lake, the shadows lengthen Carcosa. Strange is a night where black stars rise and strange moons circle through the skies. But stranger still is lost Carcosa.
Hey, I'm sorry about earlier. It's just that play. It's just important that if you ever see it again, please, Tessie, just don't read it.
Songs Heidi shall sing, where flap the tatters of the king must die unheard in dim Carcosa. Song of my soul, my voice is there. Die thou unsung as tears unshed shall dry and die. Lost Carcosa.
Hello?
Hello, is this Miss Tessie Reardon?
Yeah, who's calling?
This is Detective Subbock. Sorry to call you so late.
Right, okay. Late? Sorry, I must have lost your track of time. What do you want?
I'm sorry, Mum. We've got reason to believe there's been a murder.
A murder? What?
We're at Four Winds Drive and need...
Jack? Is Jack with you?
We're investigating Laura's complaint and I'm sorry to say we were too late. We found a body.
A body? Jack's body?
Can't confirm that at the moment, but we need you to come down to the station immediately for identification.
Right, okay.
Hello, Miss Reardon. Thank you for coming in. Once again, I'm Detective Subbock. This is Officer Moreau.
Jack, where's that?
You see, I told you she'd do this. Moreau, please let me do the talking. Miss Reardon.
Jack? Where is Jack?
Right, just come this way, please. Moreau. Can you identify this man?
We'll try to at least. Looks like the bugs have been at him for weeks.
We're getting forensics to determine the time of death, but an unofficial estimation is 3 months.
That's smart.
For fuck's sake, Moreau! I mean, come on, you're meant to be the detective here. You saw the weird shit that nutcase was painting, and then we find a dead body in the creepy artist's flat, and suddenly the girlfriend doesn't talk. Where do we draw the line?
Moreau, I said enough. Why don't you go make stuff useful and grab us a cup of tea, yeah? It's really fun. Don't listen to him. He's seen too many pop shows. He thinks he's doing the absolute worst of it. Now, I don't know Mr. Scott like you. What I do know is, in a kill-be-killed situation, you may have acted in self-defense.
I don't know.
But I'm afraid if you do, you have to tell us. If not for his sake, for yours as well.
Honest to God, officer, I don't know.
If that's how you wish to play it, then you leave me no choice.
Wait, hang on. So this is not about my safety. This is about arresting an innocent man. Well, I can tell you one thing, officer. Jack is not a murderer.
Fine. Bad like that. You're smarter than you look, you know. You may not be under arrest, but my men will keep it surveying only you until further notice.
What? There's not enough evidence to suggest that Jack did anything. And I wasn't even there to be a witness to it. Instead, I got dragged into your station to be a part of your good cop, bad cop bullshit. I guess I'll bear upon fucking the show, and I. Come on. Please. Jack, come on, pick up. Jack, thank God. They said that they found a body in the flat. They say you're a murderer. I know you never do anything like that. Are you okay? Listen, I'm really sorry about getting you that book earlier. I didn't want to drag up your past and what you had with Connor. Do you honestly think I'd do something like that? Jack, why don't you go and say anything? I can't bear the silence. I'm not Jack.
What? You're sorely mistaken, Tessie. Jack is else.
You're not making any sense.
You've read the play, Tessie. This should make perfect sense to you.
What's that in your hands?
Art. You always liked Jack's art, did you not, Tessie? Now art and artists are united.
Jack, you're scaring me.
Jack was much the same when I saw him tonight. He didn't much like the look of the watchman skulking around the neighbourhood at the best of the time, let alone writing his own poem.
The watchman? Do you mean the guy that was hanging around church?
He clearly has this idea in there. Jack Scott is not the man before you now.
For fuck's sake, Jack! The watchman! The body that they found! Did you kill him?
Not in this form.
This form?
Yes. I, you might say, did kill the watchman. When I met the watchman, I inhabited a non-physical state, one such as yourself might call a ghost or demon. These terms would vastly understate just exactly what I am. If this conversation were to take place in the Hyades, there would be no such need for trivialities as this.
Well, if you're not Jack, then who are you?
I am the king, whom emperors have served.
The ambitions of Napoleon and Caesar pale before mine, which shall not rest until it has captured the minds of men and controlled even their unborn thoughts. If you have truly understood the words in those pages, Tessie, you know exactly who I am.
Fuck's sake. If this is some kind of sick joke, then congratulations. You've won.
Jack can't hear you now. He's with Connie. He's happy, Tessie. Happier than he ever was here with you. All the time you've been with him, he's been living in another world. One where Connor never left, never vanished out of his life. He never vanished from his heart, though, did he? All those late night dinners and slow dances and misguided gifts to lure him over to you, they were all in vain. Jack always had one foot out the door, a bottle half empty. But don't torture yourself now. Jack found Connor again. He's happy.
Fuck you!
Why did you have to give him up? Why did you have to drive the knife into his heart all the more? The last thing in the world that Jack could have wanted, and you gave it to him with a smile on your face.
I didn't know.
You had no real say in any of this. You were just a pawn. Tonight's events were an inevitability that you helped to facilitate. In time, all you see the twin sons of Carcosa, born under their spell.
I didn't. No!
It's unbelievable.
What is?
The state of the body.
Oh yes, it is strange. You think you've seen everything, but there is always something new.
It's just insanity.
But it's not like anything I've ever seen before. It's not like there's no cognition behind their actions. Sure, it seems like it's coming from nowhere, but they are fully in there. I don't know where to begin.
The officers didn't want to tell me anything, but what really even happened?
She was just screaming. The partner's on the floor, gasping for air as she drives a knife through his skull. She just kept screaming, no remorse, nothing.
Like she was afraid?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It was more like a celebration. Kept saying things like, "Oh, we finally beaten you. We did it, Jack. We survived him."
Is there any way we can look further into that book? Maybe the publisher knows something.
See, that's just the thing. There is no record of that book ever having existed. The electric copy wasn't even at the crime scene. All signs point to it being some kind of cognitive manifestation. And besides, even if I could find a copy, I don't think I could subject myself to that.
You really think there's something to this book, don't you?
It's such an absurd thing to believe, but what else have we got? Okay, here's one theory. One theory is that all stems from the trauma after Hildred's accident. Hildred whacks his head in the crash. And after that, he tries to kill his own brother and leaves everyone who witnesses that situation mentally scarred. Connor can't cope with that, and Connor flips out of church. And that's probably made worse by the fact that his partner Jack didn't visit him in hospital, not once. And then seemingly finds himself a nice young lady to go on with. A young lady who, despite her own issues, despite her own problems, now has to carry around all this third-hand luggage, everything that's happened over the last few years.
I don't know. It's awfully convenient. A bit of a stretch.
Is it any more crazy than believing that this book can actually hurt people? Hell, this is all just one strand of it. Everything we've seen, all of these people, it's one single thread. If we take into account all the other hundreds of people being affected by this mass hysteria, then we have ourselves a whole other story. And I know what you're going to say, and I'm grasping at straws, and yes, I am. But what else do we have to go on?
Amdram! We need a hand on Ward 6.
Go.
He's not dead. He's coming.
No. Please, no. Leave me alone, please. Please. No.
He's returned! He can't be stopped!
It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God.